My fun is rise, right?
Yeah, yeah. And my
My fun
fun
is
is
trouble,
problem or trouble,
problem.
yeah.
So I wasn't serious. So I just went to the market. I wanted rice.
And you
So
said
I
my
went and
fun.
I was like, "Aye, well, yeah, my fun."
Ah, ah.
I I
You
was
want
like, "Huh?"
trouble.
I was eating Bowser, and I was like, "Huh? You come my wish, ma?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, my fun."
Chris, you're not serious.
Girl, the woman started, I was confused because I didn't know what I said.
Why you like that other GMO? Welcome back to my channel. I'll be introducing my guest very soon. If it's something you like to watch, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hi.
Hi,
Welcome to my channel.
thank you, and thank you for having me.
Mm. Guys, I have a flu, so my voice is, I think I have a cockroach inside my voice. Anyway, um, you're welcome to my channel once again.
Welcome again.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Jaja How. Wajal Chris.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me as Chris Lee. So I was in China, Nanjing with Mama C, and I moved. So it's been so many years.
Mm.
So I did my bachelor's in one of the universities in China, Nanjing University of Science and Technology, Nanligung.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So um, the OGs before COVID, I think will remember this face. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So how long were you in China?
I would say 5 or 4, but my major started at in the second year. You do
Okay.
Chinese for 1 year, so I
Mm.
was probably 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. Yeah. Why China?
That's a big question.
Mm.
Why China? Because I'm the type of person that always wanna, explore new things. So when I had a chance, I was already in the university in Ghana. So when I had a chance, I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it a try. Just go meet new people, new environment, new culture, because it's not always about you, like a Ghanaian. It's not always
Mm.
about me, Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. So you need to, explore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You mentioned that you left China. Do you mind telling us where you are now?
Oh, now I'm in the United States. I mean,
Wow.
I'm in
Yeah, yeah, may God reign now, I guess. Anyway, what course did you study?
I did international trade in economics.
Mm, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that you were already in a university back home, right? Yeah. So comparing the two, Chinese university and then Ghana University, what can you say? Any similarities, any differences?
Yes, there is a big difference.
Mm.
Um, I might sound wrong, so guys who are listening, if I sound, I need to be corrected. I
Yeah.
am a visual person. I am the type of person who always want the thing to be in front of me so that I can
Mm,
capture.
mm.
But thinking about when I was in Ghana University, I was in University of Education, Uniba.
Oh.
How the teachers, everything is about books.
Mm,
Everything is about books. So I would really find it difficult to absorb all the things. At times, I have to do over and over studies, over and over studies. But in China, though some of the lecture, the English wasn't that good, but they will give you the visual thing
okay.
for you to at least participate, be part of the thing.
Mm,
And since I'm a visual person, I'm always good with that.
okay.
So
Okay.
compare China and Ghana, university that I went, um, when it come about the teacher teaching, I would say Ghana, but when it's about the equipment that you
Mm,
get,
mm.
I'll take China.
Okay. Okay. And also you mentioned that you did Chinese for 1 year. How good
Yeah.
is your Chinese?
I will not say 非常不好. I will not say 非常好.
Botor.
Intermediate.
It's Botor,
Intermediate.
right?
If I come to China, I'm not gonna get lost. Yes.
Anyway, how was it like to be a foreigner or a black here in China?
This question, I always get like, people always ask me, even people here.
Mm,
Um, to be a foreigner, I'm not gonna say a black person. I would say a black
mm,
person though, because I'm black.
mm.
To
Yeah,
be a foreigner in China at times is overwhelming. At times is yeah, everything have good side and a bad side.
yeah,
But to be a black person in China, I think it is tough and same time beautiful.
mm,
Beautiful because it gives you the room for you to
mm.
teach people what they don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe people think, okay, black as a black person, your skin is really hard like a stone.
mm.
But the moment they say that, right, I had one IE who told me that I had black people's skin, they don't take a shower, their skin is too hard. And
Really?
I gave her a chance. I think that was in Hangzhou, one of the
Mm,
villages. I gave her a chance to hug me and then feel my skin. So
mm.
she did, and she's like, "Oh my God, your skin is softer than hers." I'm like, now you see, we are all the same. It's just shades of colors.
Yeah,
So at
yeah,
times it was difficult, but like I said, I'm always with a positive mind, like positive, positive, positive. So
yeah,
if you say something that I think is not true, I will educate you and we move
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Sure. Um, what did you like about China the most?
What I liked about China was the how the foreigners we are
Mm,
really like I don't know how to put it in English, but we are like this
one
compared to compared
together.
together
Yeah,
compared to
yeah.
where I am right now. It seems like it's work home. I just got up from work and home. I had nowhere to
Mm,
go.
yeah.
We have a lot of activities going on, and compare like and most Chinese people are really really lovely. Like I'm not
Mm,
gonna. Most of them are really
yeah,
lovely, and most of them just want to have a foreigner friend. So
yeah.
thank God I was always being loved by most of them. So I didn't encounter any difficulties like super difficulties.
Mm,
Yeah, if
okay,
that answered the
lucky you.
question.
Anyway, so before coming to China, what were some of the perceptions you had?
Ooh, that one. Mama, see, you don't want to hear that. I remember, um, when you watch these movies like
Mm,
Johnny to the West, is it Johnny to the
yeah,
West or the
journey to
shuffle?
the yes,
Like,
yes.
so was coming. I was thinking they still dress like this. They still dress like those like those in the movies, like
Yeah.
with traditional clothes and everything. And I think they don't have a real building. They don't even have
Mm,
elevators. They don't even have like
mm,
all that they have is no. It was so childish. Like I didn't
mm,
know. So I think I'm like, and a whole lot of people from my church told me that if you want to go study, why China? Like you
mm,
can go to other countries, blah 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 blah. China, they don't do this, they don't do that. I'm like, well, I just want to go and see. I still have my home
mm.
country, so if I go and I don't like it, I can come back. And
Yeah.
then boom, my first day, I think I arrived in was it Shanghai, Guangzhou.
Mm.
So I'm like, so this is Junior Africa then. This is
I
Junior
know,
Africa.
right? Yeah.
But the moment like my transit was like another day, like the following day, when I
Mm.
entered Nanjing, I'm like, damn, this is
Yeah.
right. I'm like, oh
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So the way you thought about Chinese before coming, then I think them thinking or imagining how Africans are or Africans should be is not wrong after all, because before you have an encounter with people, you always have this perception about them until you meet them, right? Yeah, so I think them thinking that we live on trees and all that, I'm not saying it's right, but I
Mhm.
think yes, I think just as we also think Oh, like you were saying, maybe they still wear those ancient clothes and all that. Yeah, so I think it's it's a two-sided thing. The way we think about them, the way they also think about us. Anyway, so you mentioned you first arrived in Shanghai, right? Um,
But,
what were your first impressions when you first arrived?
um, first of all, I was thinking maybe at least
Mm,
some they speak English.
mm,
That was what I was thinking.
mm,
So later on, I encountered my first experience where the officer doesn't know any English,
mm.
and my first day, my first time, and me to know Chinese, 我听不懂. So, so it was, and you know how this Ghana or passport looks like? At times
Mm,
our faces. So I was looking a whole different because I made that passport when after high school. So
mm.
I was super young, and then when I was coming in, I was a little bit older. I think I
Yeah.
was 19-year old. Yeah. When I come to China, I was 19. Yeah.
Mm,
So I'm like, they say the picture wasn't me, the passport wasn't me. But the
yeah.
lady was able to explain it in English for me and just keep on speaking Chinese. And I'm like, this is my first time.
Mm,
So they have to, take me to another place, do whatever other inquiries, and then think after I think about 30 minutes to an hour, they allow me to go. And I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so
You
this is where
know, this passport thing, I also have my own experience, right? I think I traveled to one of the cities, I don't remember. I went by air. So on my way back, just like you, I think I took my picture when I was also young. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and so they looked at me, in fact, they told me the
That was
picture
it.
on my passport was a boy and I'm a girl. Oh, I almost missed my flight that day. Anyways, did you have any favorite Chinese food when you were here?
Yes, I did.
Mm,
I
what was
did,
it?
but probably I might not know the name. I might not remember the name, but
Mm.
it um
Is
I
it
don't
the
know.
rice with the soup?
No, that one is there with the chicken. Is it one chicken
Yes,
separate? I
yes,
have that one. That
yes.
one is normally that one
Yeah, yeah.
because
Okay.
if I refill the rice and come back again, yes.
Mm,
It was some traditional meal and they have some fish, a big fish with some veggies and everything on it. It was really
oh,
good with tofu. It's been a while, mama say. So
yeah, I think I remember the food. I may insert it in the video for our viewers
okay.
or our subscribers to see.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah. So while in China, did you travel around China?
Yes, I did. I
Mm,
think I went to almost 10 or 15 provinces. Yes.
wow.
Yes. I remember, like, most of my mate used to call me, hey, Nanjing ambassador. I'm like, no, I'm free. I just want to take the train, take the
Mm,
bus. And there's one particular thing I realize about China is that no matter how deep you are, you don't feel like, okay, I'm scared, I'm gonna get lost.
yeah.
Though most of them don't speak English, but there's no single day that I will take a bus or train or I'm gonna get lost. No.
Mm,
But here,
yeah.
Mama, see, trust me, I can never go to New York alone. I have to go
Really?
with someone.
Oh.
Yes, it's I have this fear in me that, oh my God, maybe something's gonna happen. I'm gonna get lost. Though they speak
Mm,
English, maybe no one is gonna help you whenever you say, "Hey, I'm looking for
yeah.
this." They will tell you to use your map. So I'm
Mm,
like, in China, it was safe. Like I was traveling in train, buses, and stuff alone. But here,
yeah.
I don't know why. I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah, I'm sure one day you find your way around. Yeah. Also, while here, did you travel? I mean, did you ever travel outside China?
Yes, I
Mm,
did. I think mostly all our students always travel to, the nearby Asian countries,
mm,
Singapore,
mm,
Malaysia, Japan,
mm,
um, Indonesia and those. Yeah, I did quite a
mm.
few countries. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Were you here with family?
Unfortunately, no. I was there with a church member, the guy who applied the scholarship for me. We were in the same
Oh,
church.
okay.
We were
Okay.
no cool. Like, I was just an usher in church.
Mm,
And like, hey, I have this opportunity to go to China.
mm,
People are telling me not to quit my school because he was in Legon, not to
okay.
quit school and why China, those type of questions. So all that
Mm,
I said, bro, God knows the best. Since you're a
yeah.
Christian, God will not put you to a place that you will suffer. Even if
Mm,
you suffer, he will bring his glory. I was like, okay, I think I'll take your advice. And then he left. And now when they opened the application, he did for me. And
mm.
yeah, I was.
Okay. Yeah. How was it like not to have your family around? Did you feel lonely sometimes?
um, First year was tough.
Mm,
First year was like, I think in English where they call something homesick. Like that
yeah.
one, I'm always like, I want to get home. I want to eat Ghanaian food. I want to do this. I want to do this. It seems like
Mm,
I'm getting tired here because the Chinese language is not easy. Like I
yeah.
always tell people, it's not for the weak.
Mm,
Chinese is difficult. I'm not gonna
mm,
lie, like it's
yeah.
difficult. So thinking about learning the things, one word might mean a whole lot of meanings.
Mm,
Just the tones, I get confused at times. I'm like, I want to go back home.
mm,
Yeah. So yeah, at times. But that was for my first year.
mm,
My second year, trust me. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Any cultural shocks?
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. I am I'm a hug person way back from
mm,
childhood. I love
mm,
giving people a hug, especially when I'm comfortable with you.
yeah.
And then when I came to China, I used to teach this most of the Chinese ladies English, like common, like oral English to
Mm,
just communicate.
yeah.
And since I know them and I'm a hug person, whenever I see them on campus, I always do this. I want to, hug, and then they'll be
Yeah.
looking weird. So one time we were learning, I think, Chinese panorama or Chinese history, and then
Mm,
our teacher said that in China here, we don't hug a lady or touch a lady, like hold hands with a lady who is not your partner.
yeah.
So I'm like, whoa. And also, we don't hug his age. I
Yeah.
said, I said that one day. I know it's in Ghana too, but most Ghanaian ladies, most of them, lie. Okay, I'm 16, I'm 18.
Mm,
But if it's a big deal, and then also the shock one was to not to give a clock or umbrella as a gift. So
any
I'm like,
reasons why?
so the clock is when you give the clock as a gift, it
Mm,
means
mm.
that you're timing them.
Oh,
Give
they are nearing
umbrella.
their grave.
Yes, umbrella. Our teacher said you are covering the wealth.
Really? That's strange.
Yes. And so that one, I'm like, in Ghana, our teacher, our days, we give our teachers wall clock. But
Yes.
okay. But it's good to learn always. Like I'm
Mm-hmm,
always open
mm-hmm,
to learn things
mm-hmm,
because you never
mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm, mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let me take you back to your school. Were there a lot of foreigners there?
Oh yes. There were a lot
Mm,
of foreigners, but mostly were from Kazakhstan, Pakistan, those stands.
mm,
Yeah. My university, we didn't have a lot of Africans, especially from
mm,
Ghana, Nigeria. We're just like, if you take 10 people, you see like maybe two Africans.
mm.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So how was it like living with people from other countries? I believe that was your first time coming close to, people from other countries, right?
Right, yeah.
Mm. So how was the experience like?
I'm not gonna lie, it was really tough.
Mm,
When I was in Ghana, it's all about you and your family. You have your own
yeah.
room, and now
Mm.
the university we share. I think my university now, like on first year, I think it's for 4 people in the room.
Four?
And four, yes. Now Legon
You
was
are
cheap.
kidding me.
Trust me,
Four.
now Legon, Nanjing Legon Dash, it was four for your first year. Unless when you get to your second year, that maybe you can apply for to be two in a room. So I'm like, wow. And guess what? I was in a room with two Pakistanis and one
mm,
Moroccan guy, like he's from
mm,
Morocco. I
mm,
think they're all Muslims.
mm.
So I'm like, and you know I'm a Ghanaian and I'm
Yeah.
pork. We do a whole lot. So it was really tough because anytime I cook, they always have, issues. We don't like this, there are certain things you do that Muslims don't have to do. But I'm like, I'm a Christian, I pray, don't pray. But all those stuff made me realize that at times it's good to learn people culture and then just respect it
Mm,
in a way that you're not gonna hurt yourself. So it
yeah.
was really tough for me because anytime they're doing like, the ablution, like, the
Mm,
praying stuff,
mm.
you can pass by them, you can do, and it wasn't good. It's not like I have anything against
But
the
you were not
culture.
used to it. Yeah.
I was used to it, yes.
Yeah. Mm,
So I had to file for whatever for the school to separate me from them.
mm,
It wasn't anything hard. We're still friends. They are still my friends that we keep in
mm.
contact with each
Yeah.
other. It was just, I was new, I was naive, I was still a child. So there are certain things now, I would just be like, okay, Abibi, salute to you. But then now, yeah. And
Yeah.
then classrooms, instead, we have a lot of people from different countries, Papua New Guinea,
Mm,
that I've never heard that country before.
yeah.
Papua New Guinea, Uzbekistan. Like I learned a lot in China. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah. Even myself, it was when I came here that I first heard of this country, Comoros.
Mm. Like,
Yes. Yeah, I'd never heard of that country. It was my first time hearing of Comoros Islands.
mhm.
Yeah, so I think traveling, opens your mind to a lot
Yeah.
of things. Yeah. Anyway, would you advise anyone to come to China?
Yes. Like I always say, so first maybe it didn't work for A. Doesn't mean it's not gonna work for B.
Mm,
We all have our own destinies. So
mm,
let's say it didn't work out for me. It did. I'm just saying it didn't work out for me. And maybe Mama A want to come to China. Hey, I have I know chance to come to China. Can I? I would just let you be like, hey, you have to go explore and then
mm,
see what the world also have for you. So far
yeah.
it didn't work out for me, doesn't mean it's not gonna work out for you. That's like a
Mm,
good person have to do and say. So yes, if someone is coming to China, ask me, I'm gonna give you all the guidelines. I will
mm,
tell you, be friends with your own country mates,
mm,
foreigners, but make
mm,
sure you get like this with the nationals
yeah.
because language. Because if you my first year I was all away with my Ghanaian people and then I failed my HSK one. I failed. Like I'm like, because I always speak Tree. I'm always speaking Tree.
Yeah.
I'm always speaking Tree. So I failed. I'm like, I'm gonna be super serious. And I started having a whole lot of Chinese friends who
Mm,
don't even speak English. But I'll be trying my best. I'll
yeah.
do some language for you, and then you'll be fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, if someone want to come to China, I'm gonna give them a thumbs up.
Mm, mm,
Yes,
yeah.
I think
Okay.
China is a gateway. China was a gateway for me.
For
So
you.
definitely might not be for someone. Someone might be from going to different countries, but I had a lot of benefit in China.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, Chris mentioned Chi. So for those who do not know what Chi is one of the one of the many languages spoken in Ghana. Okay. Yeah. Given the chance, would you come back to China?
Yes. Do some unfinished business.
Mm,
Uh, there was a day that I wanted to tour the Great Wall. We went to Beijing,
mm,
but I couldn't visit.
yeah.
So I said, that Great Wall, I need to be there.
Mm,
Yeah, if I get a chance, definitely I will.
mm, mm.
Even if it's not to stay, but just for vacation, for visit friends, yeah, to see my nieces and nephew. Oh, they are two boys.
No, they are two girls, so nieces.
My nieces. Mhm.
Anyway, so while here, were you getting some Ghanaian foods?
Um, so it was. The fresh ones or the one you have to make yourself?
Well, any of them.
Okay. So I think well, it was later on that I found from someone that there's a lady, I think Mama G, no Mama G. There was another lady in one of the universities. She sold those African foods. So and then different provinces, most of the people also sell African food. So you have to,
Mm,
order it. And then, China transportation, it was so quick. You order today, 2 days, you just get it.
mm,
And I think someone introduced you to me that you
mm.
do some pies and other stuff. So I think I give it a try and I became
Mm,
like, that
yeah,
was so good. Yes.
I
Mhm.
still make those pies.
Oh wow. I need to order some all the way
Yes,
from
yes, yes.
to
So I'll send by UPS.
right. It just fast. Yes.
Anyway, did you ever find love in China?
Um,
Or
should I
someone
say
broke
the
your heart?
truth? Should I say the truth? Or should I just let it go? So,
It's up to you.
well, I am an open book.
Mm,
I don't really do like, if I say is at is it.
mm,
So yes, I did find love in China.
mm,
That was my first love. Not first love. That was like a long-term relationship that I've ever been in.
mm.
And oh sorry guys.
That person
So
will be watching you.
I know. So because so to cut it short, the
Mm,
beginning was really fruitful. It was
mm,
so lovely, and then you know, every relationship have its ups and downs.
mm,
Whenever our Chinese people, whenever they see you in public, they don't know you. Most of them they
mm.
don't know you.
Yeah.
But whenever you come home, you are their bae or yeah.
Mm.
But it didn't end well. I think
Mm.
it was part of it. That's why I even left China
Left.
2019. I
Okay.
found out that I'm not gonna mention names. I just found out
Mm.
that this person was a married person.
Ooh.
But yes, it was. I didn't know. If I knew, it wouldn't have happened. But I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know.
didn't know. You didn't know. Oh.
So henceforth, I'm like, I have to be extra, extra careful because the Bible hates to do marry people. Don't venture, don't go there. So
But can you be too careful? Because some people are very secretive.
that is the point. So all that maybe we have to do is just pray for
Yeah,
God to
yeah.
lead us
Mm.
because I didn't know. Trust me. But and the day I found out was the day I was preparing for my thesis defense. Is it
Mm.
or whatever it is? And
Mm.
and guess what? I was just my PPT, everything was ready, and girl, I just froze in between of it, and I'm like, so my supervisor was like, "Cursor, come on, can't even like put it down. Why should not put it down? No, put it down." So he called me and asked me, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "No, I'm just going through something." So he just,
Mm.
make sure just wrap it up. I just wrapped it
Yeah.
up. At least he
Mm.
didn't fail me, so I'm so glad.
Mm. Yeah.
Ever since, yeah. So I found love. I did in China. It was really
Mm.
beautiful.
It lasted for a while.
Right. At least it's not just 1 hour love. It was for
Yeah,
years. So it was.
yes, yes, yes. I think from your narration, I can tell where she is from. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Right.
So coming from Ghana, right? Do you think uh, Ghanaians or um the rest of the world can learn anything from China?
Yes. Yes. I learned this in business class. That is that in China, for if not in China, like Chinese people,
Mm,
they don't joke with just one kwai. They don't. They're
yeah.
hardworking.
Mm,
They work so hard. And I realized that when it comes about business, they are like this.
mm.
Have you ever been to Glow where they no not Glow where they have we go to, for the phones? I forgot the station.
Food job.
Yes. You see how when you go to maybe Mr. Lee and I
Mm.
don't have the type of phone that you're looking for, I can
He will
still
find
connect
it for
you.
you. Yes.
I'll connect you. Like, but
Yes.
but unlike our people, you don't know have it, they will tell you, can you come next week?
Mm,
But Chinese people will make sure their friend have it or not before they'll okay, we'll order it for you that it will be here maybe probably next week or something like that. So I
mm,
learned that we have to be united. We have to be like, whatever we're doing, we should be focused.
mm.
We shouldn't say yeah, oh wait, oh yeah, me busiani. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to you guys. Let's say this person
Yeah.
is my country so I need to,
Mm,
wickedness to him or her.
mm, mm,
Let's say this person is my sister, my brother, so I have to be open and this person have to be wicked. We always have to treat people the same way as, like I always say, be kind to unkind people and
mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Your final words.
My final words.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let me share a funny story before the
Mm,
final one.
mm.
So you know how Chinese words, most of them sound the same, but just the tones.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that made me learn Mandarin so hard was that I went to one of the farmers market. I think it was
Mm.
in Shamafa where my school was. It was a
Okay.
go where you get fresh stuff.
Mm.
So you know how mifan and mafan. Mifan is rice, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And my
Mafan
fan
is
is
trouble.
problem or trouble.
Problem.
Yeah.
So I wasn't serious. So I just went to the market. I wanted rice.
Is
So
that
I
my
went in
fan?
and I was like, "Aye, woyao mafan."
Ah,
I I
you
was
want
like, "Huh?"
trouble?
I was eating Bowser, and I was like, "Huh? Ni kama wish I'm like, "Woyao mafan."
Chris, you're not serious.
Girl, the woman started, so I was confused because I didn't know what I said. I know that I used Badu or whatever to translate. So
Baidu.
I was I was thinking maybe I said the right thing. So it was this Chinese young girl. She was like, "What do you want?" And my English is a little bit okay. I'm like, "I
Mm.
want rice." And it's like, oh, so she started laughing like that's me fun. So she started telling the eye that he wanted rice, no trouble. So ever since everybody was looking at me in that market.
I can only imagine.
Right. So I'm like, So ever since anytime I don't understand any word, I have to make sure to
Mm,
know and I just, yeah. And then my final word would be that as an individual person from different cultures, from the it's simple. You
mm,
always have to be kind.
yeah.
Always have to be kind. Even when you're going through tough times, just be kind. And when you be kind, the Lord will show his face to you wherever you are.
Amen.
So thank you so much for having me. And
Thank you too for coming. I'm very grateful. All the way from the United States, guys. If not love, then what is it?
for I
Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.